out of 10 cats. Great Scott, it's Scott Capurro. Another great Scott, Kirsty Gallacher. And their captain, John Locke. And facing them tonight, media mastermind, Piers Morgan. Our friend in the north, Jason Manford. And their captain, Dave Spikey. Now, here's your host, Jimmy Carr.
Hello and welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, a giraffe can clean its own ears with its 21-inch long tongue, although Mrs. Giraffe has got other plans for this evening. 3% of Brits never leave a tip, and they're known as the weirdos that live at the tip. That was less like a laugh, that was more like a rumour going around the room. Have you heard about the people at the tip? And you've got a 1 in 20,000 chance of being murdered in the UK. We don't know what the figure is for Iraq. We sent a guy over there to do the survey, and he hasn't come back. Let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. We've teamed up with a leading polling organisation and they've asked the British nation what stories they've been discussing this week. It's our panellists' job to guess the British public's top 5 most popular talking points. Dave, Piers, Jason, what have the nation been talking about this week?
Is it more revelations in the McCartney divorce proceedings? All that business rumbles on, doesn't it?
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to be the fella that introduced them.
Yeah.
All right. I introduced Heather Mills to Paul McCartney.
Why?
Exactly. That's exactly what he's asking. Don't you think she's awful, Heather Mills? Now, I actually quite stick up for her, but it's awful, isn't it? Yeah. But he's Paul McCartney. You know, he wrote yesterday. She's Heather Mills.
And today, and he'll probably write tomorrow. He's a relentless worker.
I think the obvious thing, though, is that mostly when you meet a very beautiful woman, you assume there's a catch. There must be a catch. It can't be this good. And he thought the catch was the leg. Oh, it wasn't. But she's incredibly unpopular for someone with one leg. It's like Blunkett, isn't it? He's blind. You think people like him. Everyone thinks he's a prick. I mean, you don't like her, do you?
I had to stand up for it. People would say, why? And now you think, why?
Well, because she couldn't stand up herself, right?
But when you think about it, she hasn't really done anything. What people forget...
We're all greedy.
She's greedy.
She had to hump that old man. He smells like dust.
Right? This would never have happened to the Stones. None of the Stones would have ever married a one-legged nutter.
The one thing he said was, she threw a bottle of ketchup at him.
Right.
And he's still not got it out of his hair, has he?
But the thing is that I like the way even celebrities can't have an argument without doing some product placement. You know, it's like, oh, he threw some Heinz ketchup at me, and then he put some Marmite bottles in a sock and hit me over the head and tried to choke me with Jaffa cakes and sprayed Jif in my eyes.
Someone said the other day, who gets the leg? Because...
No, more importantly, who gets a disabled parking voucher?
What?
That's worth 10 million.
Draw a poll in here. Who's with Heather?
Right, OK. Well, let's have a look and see whether Paul McCartney is up there. Yes, the McCartney divorce is getting increasingly bitter. Heather Mills has denied she's a fantasist in a statement released by her lawyer, Rumpole of the Bailey. Right, Sean, Kirsty and Scott, what else have the nation been talking about this week?
I think they've been talking about John Reid's come out tough again. He's tough on immigration. He's going to restrict the amount of Romanians and Bulgarians that can come here to work. Basically, loads of Polish people came over here 2 or 3 years ago and are doing all the jobs like cleaning and building.
They're giving British labourers a bad name, aren't they? Because they're efficient, on time, cheap, polite. It's a disgrace. They should all be sent home. It's disgusting.
They can have a £1,000 fine, aren't they, for any Bulgarians caught working? Well, all they have to do is put on a posh accent, don't they? They learn to speak very posh English. They say, are you Bulgarian? Of course I'm not. Don't be so ridiculous, man.
How do you think I got this job?
Yeah.
I don't know about you. I only employ Eastern Europeans, if I can possibly do so, because they just do the job and work hard.
Do you run a brothel?
Yeah.
I agree.
Shall we have a look and see if this is one of the most talked about things of the week?
Hey!
Yes, indeed it is. Right, Dave's team, what else have the nation been talking about this week?
I think it's probably the news that the Allied forces are considering a timetable for withdrawal of troops from Iraq. Because we've sorted it, isn't it? It's all right now.
We went in as liberators, they assured us. Liberate the Iraqi people, kill hundreds of thousands of them, cause complete mayhem in their country.
It's almost as if this war has done you some sort of personal ill.
It's not the cricket. I got fired over it, all right? I'm pretty bitter about it.
I think we should leave because the whole story has gotten so depressing. It's going to be a bit... We're going to just get in there and whoosh and raise the roof and bring in some hip-hop and leave. But it's gotten so messy, you know.
All the language they use, that we're leaving Iraq like it's some sort of relationship. Or it's not you, it's me. You know, I love you, but I'm just not in love with you. You know, I just think it'd be a great way of, you know, of leaving your girlfriend. I mean, obviously, you'd have to hide that 12 to 18 month timetable. You know, they're like, oh, it's routine. But I think that'd be great. Obviously, she'd see it, go, oh, what's this in May? You're going to start acting like a dickhead, so I leave you. All right. And then the question, of course, is just when you invade her sister. I mean, Iran.
But I think we saw in George W. Bush's eyes when he sort of spoke over the last couple of days. I don't think he knows what's going on.
I don't think he's got the attention span for a war this long.
No, I think you're right.
Right, let's have a look and see if Iraq is one of the most talked about things this week. Yes, it is. Yes, this is the story that British and American forces are under increasing pressure to leave Iraq. Blair denied he was clutching at straws as he launched Operation Straw Clutch. Sean's team, what else have people been talking about this week in the news?
Is it the news the NHS are going to refuse to treat smokers unless they give up smoking, which is obviously the thin end of the wedge situation. You know, if you've got gunshot wounds, they'll ask you to leave the mafia. Or, like, if you're a Top Gear presenter and you can't control a jet car, they'll say, no more petrol for you, you idiot.
Poor bloke.
Am I the only one who wishes it was Jeremy Clarkson?
Definitely.
Just because he hit you once, don't cry.
He hit me 3 times and it didn't hurt, all right?
Did he hit you 3 times? Because it was what was that at?
That's the scar there.
Is that you've got a scar?
Yeah, and we kept running stories on the Mirror about him cavorting with women who weren't Mrs. Clarkson. And eventually he cornered me at the British Press Awards and smacked me 3 times in the head. And after the third one, I went, is that...
That got a smattering of applause there. Well done.
Well done, Jeremy. Quite ironic, really, because I didn't hit him back because I thought I'd be sacked. And then 3 weeks later, I was sacked anyway.
I like this idea that they're going to refuse smokers' operations. And a few weeks back, it was fat people. Anybody who's obese or fat.
Oh, don't take it personally, mate.
All right, no, that's all right.
There's a reason you get punched.
Jotting that down, my friend.
So, Piers, do you think the NHS should treat people that smoke?
No. People that smoke should just be shot. Why not?
Hang on. That's a vote for a police state.
Yeah.
But it would make smoking a lot more exciting.
Exactly.
I tell you, sales of mints would go through the fucking roof. I can tell you the NHS not treating smokers is not one of the top 5 stories this week, but it was in the papers. OK, fingers on buzzers. What else have the nation been talking about this week?
Is it Wayne Rooney and his new £100,000 mega deal with Manchester United?
They love the way that every time Wayne Rooney gets a new deal, we see a picture within 24 hours of Colleen grinning her head off with 27 bags of shopping.
I've got to say, she's earned it.
But the problem with these deals is that not launches all these people going, oh, they get paid too much. And then the footballers counteract by saying, yeah, but the fans, they're always shouting nasty things at me. And you're like, for $100,000 a week, I'd stay in the middle of the pitch at Wembley for 2 weeks and let you shout nasty things at me. So you're a knobhead. Yeah, I know. 1, 2, 3. Hello, can I get an account balance, please? Your mum's a knobhead. Yeah, but you should see her house.
She bought him a £30,000 watch for his birthday and a Louis Vuitton man bag and a gold set from Argos. You can take the girl out of Liverpool, but you can't get the catalogue off her, can you?
She also got him a picture of Robbie Williams' arse. He's doing a moonie, and there's a danger that he'll mistake it for a mirror, isn't there?
I thought it was a portrait because the eye kept following him around the room.
She got all these brilliant people, Mike Tyson to sign things, U2 and Blue. They're not even together, are they?
Are Blue not together?
Sorry, Jimmy.
Oh, what a way to hear it. Let's have a look and see if Wayne Rooney's up there.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Wayne Rooney turned 21 this week. He received an Aston Martin, priceless sporting memorabilia and a £30,000 watch. I tell you what, though, he would have been happier with a tyre and a rope. We've got one more thing to guess. Fingers on buzzers. What else? Sean.
Is it the Richmond Council's decision to charge 4x4s lots of money to park?
Tell me more about this. What do you think of it?
I've got one. But I don't live in London. And I like it.
You like it?
Yes.
Well, that's fine then.
They're the most privileged people in society, usually people who have 4x4s, and then suddenly they're a victim. It's like, why are they picking on me? Just because I've got a 4x4. I think it should be more. I think it should be £1,000. Fuck them.
That seems fair enough.
But you get let off the fine and all that, but they're encouraging these electric cars. Tell me again, how do you make electricity? It's not exactly a clean fuel, is it?
The way they make electricity, those big power stations, there's thousands of blokes with full heads of hair and balloons going like that. Just thousands of them. Dwarves. It's funny with dwarves. Thousands of dwarves. Balloons.
I think they should call it, you know, they've got names for these taxis that they put in. They should just call it the wanker tax. And
that's a bit hard.
I know, they should
All
put...
right, fat boy, easy.
That's 2-0, dickhead.
I'm defending the pregnant lady.
I started it.
No, I like the fat guy. Go on.
Oh, thanks, mate.
This is like a pub car park.
Leave it, it's not worth it. Let's have a look and see if the new 4x4 tax is one of the most talked about things. Yes, it is. OK, well, I can tell you at the end of that round, Sean's team have 2 points, Dave's team have 3 points. The next round is called the poll with a hole. Here's your first question. 17% of church leaders think if Jesus came back to Earth now, he would what?
Be very old.
He definitely points out that the Da Vinci Code is a load of bollocks. He said, I didn't marry Mary Magdalene. Moved to France. I hate France.
I think he'd be a bit too soapboxy. A little know-it-all-y. Don't you think?
No. Clear what you're on about, Scott.
Do you think if he came back, he would be sectioned on the first day? Hello, I'm Jesus Christ. Right, come with us. Have a nice cup of tea and a sit down.
Who's to say I haven't come back? Yes, I am.
That is an exclusive. Of course, claiming to be Jesus is quite insulting to the Christians, but it doesn't really matter. They don't take it that seriously. They're probably out there now thinking, if I get hold of that Sean Lock, I'm going to bloody well forgive him.
Yeah.
I'll give you a clue on this one. It's about his choice of vehicle.
He'd have his own jet.
He'd have hover boots.
Classic hippie-ish.
Is it a VW van?
Yeah.
Exactly the right answer. Yeah, this is 17% of church leaders think if Jesus came back to Earth now, he would drive a camper van. I suppose it's better that Jesus Christ has a camper van rather than a Yamaha. You don't want him doing a skid and killing a kid and busting his balls on a dustbin lid. 20% of Brits have sent a text message, what?
Is it 20% of Brits have sent a text message when really a bunch of flowers and a deepest sympathy card would have been more appropriate?
20% of Brits have sent a text message playing the game Fuck You Roulette, which is where you type fuck you into your text message and then just go through your contacts like that.
Is it putting a kiss at the end of the message, then deleting it, then putting it back on again afterwards? Do you ever do that? No, I should. Yeah, I will. No, I won't.
I like it when you do, Dave. It's to do with what you're wearing.
Naked.
Yeah.
What do you mean,
Correct.
Scott?
Yes, correct. 20% of Brits have sent a text message whilst naked. I'm in the boot of a car, just gone over a bridge, I think I'm passing a quarry, sounds like an abattoir, send help, smiley face. So at the end of that round, it is 3 points for Sean, Kirsty and Scott, 4 points for Dave, Piers and Jason. Welcome back to 8 out of 10 Cats. The next round is Believe It or Not. In this round, I give the panellists a simple statement. All they have to do is decide whether they think it's true or false. Dave, Piers and Jason, you're to go first. Let's have a look at a clip to illustrate your statistic.
I thought she was going to do the old flicking towel on his arse.
Was that you and Clarkson at the British Press Award?
Here is your related statistic. 23% of fights in bars are caused by pub quizzes. Do you think that's true or false?
It's at least 23%. I mean, yeah, they're ideal, aren't they? Confrontation pub quizzes are brilliant. Everybody goes in off happy and jolly, don't they? They think up really funny quiz team names up, don't they? Like Quiz Team Aguilera. That's my favourite.
The worst one for my local pub quiz team is that the quiz host, he looks like a massive fat Elvis. And so our quiz team name is always, I look like a big fat Elvis. So when he runs through the points...
To be honest, mate, can you sing Hound Dog? Just out of, can you sing Hound Dog or not?
It's hard being funny, isn't it?
I don't know, because, like, you know when you get an answer right, and it's really, really difficult, like, the other night I got this one, and it said, what in the human body, what's got a molecular weight of 164,458? And I knew it was haemoglobin. For somebody, anyway, I knew it was haemoglobin, because I used to work in hospital. And that's great, with one pot, nobody else could possibly have got that one right. And then the quizmaster starts giving fucking clues out. Think of maybe a homo goblin. What?
Don't ever go at Scott in the middle of this.
What sort of pub asks you the atomic weight of haemoglobin? Are you go doing pub quizzes at NASA?
Okay, Dave, true or false? What do you think?
We're going to say true.
Well, I can tell you that the answer is in fact false. Only 3% of fights in bars are caused by pub quizzes. OK. Sean, Scott and Kirsty, let's have a look at a clip to illustrate your statistic.
Hi, I'm Jodie Stolove. I created chair dancing, the exercise program that can be enjoyed by almost anybody. For example, a family can exercise together. Chair dancing is also a good program for people who exercise at work.
Well, that got us going. Now stretch your arms side and up, straighten your body, and bring your arms down. Is that march music I hear? Let's march to the music. And how about playing the trombone? Grab your orchestra batons because we're going to conduct the orchestra. You know the words. Sing along. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. What the heck do we care now? And let's all say, ta-da!
I'd like to go into the Dragon's Den with that idea. The thing about her chair exercise routine is it would be much more effective if you stood up. You can go... You don't have to be sitting down to do that.
It seems like an ironic thing, because that is the sound I would make if I saw a fat woman waddling along. Now, Kirsty, you had an exercise video out, didn't you?
Oh, God. Yes, I did.
What were you wearing in the exercise video?
Were you wearing a unitard?
Well, no, I wasn't. I was wearing
I like
shorts
unitards.
and short. Oh, sorry, no.
Because I think
shorts and
unitards
t-shirts.
sound like people that are a bit special but have a horn. That's why I like them. Yeah. Right, here is your related statistic. On average, Brits spend 41 years of their lives sitting down. Is that true or false? It's not all in one sitting. That would be.
Well, I imagine it's more. But you do everything. You go to school, you're sitting down. You watch telly, you're sitting down. You drive a tank, it's not everybody, but you're sitting down. These artists, they probably do hardly any sitting down. They're always swinging through the air or fighting off a clown. Get off, you dirty little pervert. Get off. Stop nibbling at my fishnets.
Very tiny clothes.
No, she's on a trapeze. Of course she's doing that. She's on a trapeze. That's when she's swinging past. Whoa. And these are all facts.
I mean, how much time do you spend, like, peeling the sticky tape off your shoe? A long time. 8 years, maybe. You add it all up.
How much time do you spend with your hands on your hips?
A lot of time.
When you're a kid, you spend your whole time sitting down, don't you?
A kid runs around all day long, I thought.
Yeah, but just to the swings.
And what's happening?
On average, Brits spend 41 years of their lives sitting down. Is that true or false?
Absolute tommy rot! I've never heard such a load of old balderdash in all my days. I mean, it's true.
I can tell you that the answer is true.
Yay.
Yes, well done. So at the end of that round, I can tell you it's 4 points for Sean's team and 4 points for Dave's team. It's all to play for. And the winner is the name of our final round. I'm going to give the teams a series of opinion polls. It's up to them to buzz in and tell me who or what they think came top. Here is your first one. The biggest worry for farmers.
Is it suicide badgers?
So suicide badgers?
Yeah, suicide badgers.
That sounds like a bad band.
Is it falling asleep every time you've got to check how many sheep you've got?
Farmers, it's quite stressful because they really know what happens when you leave a gate open. It's carnage within seconds. It's like ground zero.
Is it like being asleep at night and the scarecrow tapping on your window? Me and you outside. I'm just going to put my killing head on.
Is it money?
I'm going to give you that, Scott. Yes, the biggest worry for farmers is low commodity prices, or money in other words. The other big problem is that society can't accept that the love between a man and a horse is just as valid as the love between a man and a sheep. OK, celebrity most in need of a makeover.
Cherie Blair.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, bless
She's
her.
turning into a weeble as well, have you noticed? From the back, she looks like a weeble. She looks like she's got a beanbag down the back of her pants.
I think probably the most honourable thing I ever did was I bought some pictures of Cherie Blair topless off the market and didn't publish them. There are just some things you can't...
What, you just kept them for yourself, you dirty self?
How about Heather Mills? She's adopted Posh's pout, I think.
That scowl.
Can you do the
scowl.
pout?
Little scowl.
Celebrity most in need of a makeover.
Well, they did one on Anne Widdecombe, didn't they? That was fantastic, obviously. But it's pointless, isn't it? It's like sprinkling glitter on dog shit, isn't it?
She's a bizarre-looking woman, isn't she?
Yeah.
She looks like a choir boy with a bends. Hairdo, and then something's going off.
Pete Doherty.
That's the right answer.
Yeah.
Yes, the celebrity most in need of a makeover is Pete Doherty. People say Pete Doherty hasn't contributed anything to society. On the contrary, he's made me introduce a condom into my fantasy of shagging Kate Moss. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are Sean, Scott and Kirsty have 5 points, Dave, Piers and Jason have 5 points. It's a dead heat. Everyone's a winner. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. That's it from us. Good night. Well, thank you for watching 8 out of 10 Cats. If you want to watch another episode, you know, feel free, or pop to Pornhub for some different kind of fun. Good luck. You can also go to jimmycarr.com and buy tickets to see me live. I'd love that. I'd like it if you liked and subscribed. But, don't feel pressured. Do your thing. You be you.